Hello and welcome to week 5, Performance Forces in Music. You may want to stop for a second and get your vocabulary out and just check it out. But performing forces or performance forces in music refers to voices, instruments, and electronics and digital equipment used in performance. Hint: performing forces in music refers to voices, instruments, electronic and digital equipment used in performance. So our most basic one is the human voice. It's the most intimate of all instruments, and it's the one we all have. So it works by, as we exhale, we cause the vocal cords to vibrate. They vibrate more slowly or quickly depending on their length, and they create a lower or higher frequencies based on that. The muscles of the larynx cause the cords to close, and air pressure forces them to open. This happens hundreds of times per second. The faster the vibrations, the higher the pitch. Common theme. Changing the shape of the vocal cavity allows for different timbres and vowel sounds. For instance, we can make compound vowels, something we don't often think of. For instance, boy. That's a compound vowel, OE, or others like that. Changing the position of the mouth and lips allows for further variety of sound and production of consonants. Men generally have thicker and longer chords and therefore generally have lower voices. The speaking voice has some variation in pitch, like a question when we go up in our pitch. When one has a cold and the cords are swollen, the voice pitch lowers. Singing generally uses a wider range of definite pitches. Range is the measure of the breadth of pitches expressed as an intervallic distance. Range is the breadth of pitches expressed as an intervallic distance. So from how high to how low, that's your range. From how high to how low. Excuse me. A trained singer can have a range of 3 or 4 octaves. The average person has a little more than an octave. An octave is somewhere over the rainbow. That's somewhere. That's an octave. That distance, that interval is an octave. Now I lost my place. A little more than an octave. In speaking, we generally focus on the consonants. In singing, the emphasis is on the vowels. You can't make a ch carry. Vowels just carry better. So voice ranges or voice registers. In Western music, from the lowest to the highest, starts with the bass, which is the lowest male voice. That's C. That would be about C2 to around middle C. The tenor, the highest male voice, starts around C3 and goes to around A4. The alto, which is the lowest female voice, goes from around F3 to F5. The soprano, which is the highest female voice, goes from around middle C to C6.